86 is a globally acclaimed sports coupe, focus of a fast-growing fan base of owners worldwide. And in New Zealand, we race them in the Toyota Gazoo Racing New Zealand 86 Championship.
Hi and welcome to the last round of the 2022 Toyota 86 Championship. The points are tied. There's 5 drivers who have the mathematical chance of winning this series. I'm Andrew Waite. Let's check out the action.
Away they go then for the start of race 1 from Taupo, and it is on the right-hand side. Zach Stitchbury straight into the lead. Plenty of action throughout. Hugo Allen getting onto the dirt and dust, but holding on and holding off Justin Allen. Allen would not have a Napa day. No, Napa know-how, no help here, because sadly for Justin Allen, he got in the wars on several occasions, breaking the car and the suspension and going out. Meanwhile, Dion Pitt and Hugo Allen were going at it, but no one could stop the Armstrong's man as the 72 wins. Zach Stitchbury takes his first victory. On to race 2, Ronan Murphy getting a good start, and away they went in the reverse top 10. But there was drama behind as Brock Gilchrist gets turned around. He would recover once everybody went by. Todd Prujon and Justin Allen going at it. Likewise, Murphy still in the hunt as he goes past Evans. Sadly for Finn Osborne, getting turned around in the James Marshall Motorsport car. And there was battles aplenty and more drama to come. Osborne around again. Prujon blind but going fast. But Giltrack takes the win from Allen and Pitt. And on to race 3, and Hugo Allen dives into the lead. Ronan Murphy gets a good start, but would get embroiled in a battle with the now newly confident Marco Giltrack for the podium. Hugo Allen was away and on to his first victory, and Ronan Murphy would win that battle to take second. Hugo Allen takes the win, Murphy second, and Giltrack third.
And that performance by Marco Giltrap saw him finish second in the round, now putting him in the top 3 of the championship behind Rowan Shepherd and Simon Evans.
The championship is super close at the moment, with Rowan in first, Simon in second and me in third.
In this class a lot can happen, and all of us have had a lot of bad races and a lot of good ones as well.
You know, we're in a unique position where we've got both cars in the 4 and the 84 in the top 3.
Anything can happen, so I'm just looking to be as consistent as possible and get everything I can out of the car.
Trying to keep consistent throughout the championship is who's going to win this championship.
We're going to do everything we can to help each other. If it's not myself winning it, I want Simon winning it, and the other way around as well.
I don't know if there's another team that's got an opportunity for 2 cars to win, or this close to winning. Yes, the 7 guys mathematically, but obviously that's if everyone falters. But we've got 2 cars with a great opportunity to pounce if something does happen.
If there's someone that's quick enough behind me, I'm probably going to let them through, as long as it's probably not Simon or something like that.
Coming into Hampton, I feel really confident with the car, with my pace. So I'm looking to go to that top step and win it all.
Yeah, so I've been in this position a few times over my career. And yeah, people try and talk to you about what's your plan sort of thing. There is no plan really, it's just keep clean.
Well, I can control races when I'm in the front to exactly how I want it. So if I can get an opportunity to do that, if I'm in the lead, I can do that. I'll absolutely be doing that as well.
Yeah, I know what Simon will do. He'll back me up, and I've just got to be really smart about who's attacking me from behind and leave those gaps pretty closed.
Hampton Downs is the only track in the championship that is visited twice. They also did their pre-season testing here, so all the drivers are very familiar with this track. Let's check out the qualifying highlights.
The championship's up-and-coming stars maintained their pace from the previous round at Taupo. Hugo Allen, Ronan Murphy and Marco Giltrap all starring in the session and making up the top 3 qualifiers. The session had been dominated by Ronan Murphy, who produced a superb middle sector in his best lap before making full use of a handy tow at the finish line from teammate John Penny. That put Murphy 2 tenths clear, but Allen was far from done and put everything together when it mattered most. Coming up, it's race 1 of the Toyota 86 Championship final weekend.
Welcome back. It's time for race 1 with our Toyota racing commentator, Jonathan Green.
Let's take a look at the grid for race 1. Hugo Allen with a brilliant pole position, looking for his second win. Ronan Murphy alongside him. Then on row 2, Marco Giltrap and Brock Gilchrist starts 4th. Rowan Shepherd and Simon Evans start on the same row. Row 3, 5th and 6th should be a good battle there for the championship. Zach Stitchbury 7th and Dion Pitt in 8th position. Then comes John Penny and Matthew McCutcheon in 9th and 10th. Row 6, it's Justin Allen, already with some good wins under his belt, and Finn Osborne, the rookie. Row 7 is Christina All-West and Todd Prujon in 14th position. Then it's Chelsea Herbert 15th and Rihanna O'Meara Hunt in 16th. 17th is Todd Foster, and alongside him it's Mark Mallard. Clay Osborne will be 19th, 20th will be Will Morton, and finally on row 11, it's Sam Cottrell. That's our grid for race 1. And away we go. Hugo Allen gets a good start. So too, though, Ronan Murphy. And everybody jostling for position as we go on board with Brock Gilchrist, who's just behind in 4th of Marco Giltrap in the 84. But already, Rowan Shepherd is past him. Nicely done by the championship contender and leader. As they hustle down to turn 2, Hugo Allen consolidates his lead. Everybody jostling for position. There's Justin Allen in the Napa car, McCutcheon just behind him as we go on board with Dion Pitt. Been a great season for Dion Pitt, and he loves Hampton Downs. We saw that from testing right at the beginning of the season. There's the number 4 of Simon Evans, just trying to make his way, but also stay out of trouble. Can't afford a DNF, has to get as many places as possible and start taking points away from Rowan Shepherd. What a great season it's been, because the youngsters, the rookies, have been so competitive. Literally from Taupo onwards, they have been the ones to watch, and that's why we're watching Hugo Allen at the front here, taking on Ronan Murphy, the former single-seater man, following in the footsteps of his dad now in tin tops. And despite the poor results and a bit of bad luck, Murphy has proven that he is more than capable of winning this title were he to come back and have another crack at it next year. Now, the question is, where is Rowan Shepherd? And here's the answer. He's in, what, 4th position at the moment behind Marco Giltrap. He goes to the outside at turn 1, tries to do an outside maneuver, and that's a brave maneuver if you can pull it off. It's very dusty out there, and there's always a chance you can get onto the grass and then get spun round, but he doesn't do that. Shepherd keeping his foot in and going past the number 84 and up to 3rd place now. Just what Shepherd needs. And where is Evans? Evans with work to do, and he really does need to get on level terms with Shepherd as soon as possible. But Shepherd can stay where he is behind his teammate now and stay in 3rd position, and that will increase the lead over Simon Evans. Good clean start though, just what they wanted. And Hugo Allen leading the way as they dive into the hairpin. Marco Giltrap now got enough on his hands with Brock Gilchrist side by side now. And Gilchrist almost pushing him forward, saying, you go ahead, or I'll come back up the inside. Well, they certainly know each other's racecraft by now. Gilchrist now goes high and wide on the outside of the final corner. And usually you lose out on that battle, and that's exactly what's happened there. But a good group battle here between 5 cars, with the lights blazing on the Napa Autosports car of Justin Allen in the number 19 at the back of this 5-way group. Meanwhile, back at the front, Hugo Allen doing a great job. Here comes Simon Evans. Now, Evans needs to scythe his way through like he does do in most. Oh, he doesn't need to go there past Giltrap, because Giltrap has gone off on his own. Marco Giltrap just a little too hot into turn 1. Yeah, lost the wheel and did a heck of a job, actually, to stay on the grass and keep going. Nicely done, Marco. But that's helped Simon Evans make up 1 more place. Dion Pitt now in a good battle here with Simon Evans. They're side by side over the crest. Justin Allen watching it and waiting for his chance. Into turn 4, he goes to the outside to avoid both of them, and they're still side by side. Evans just getting a nose ahead and will finally should get to the hairpin first. Allen, meanwhile, is going to the outside and trying to do a maneuver. Now he jinks to the inside. This is good racing, and they're still side by side, Pitt and Evans. Well, no one's making it easy for Simon Evans in the closing stages of this year's championship, and he has to pull out of that battle, and Dion Pitt takes the place. Justin Allen, though, right there behind him. Well, if Evans wins this overall, he knows he's been in a fight, that's for sure. And Stephen Giles nervously watching on. As well he might. So, Hugo Allen leads from Rowan Shepherd. This is the last lap. On board now with Hugo Allen, the leader. This has been a very smooth ride, and this will be his second win of the season. Got a win at Taupo. And I would argue most improved driver is Hugo Allen over the season alongside Dion Pitt. And those two are outstanding in terms of the new boys coming into the championship. Simon Evans will try one more time. Can he get past Dion Pitt in the closing stages? He needs every point he can get. Pitt, on the other hand, is just racing for himself. And remember, the prize for the top rookie, a chance to go and race at Bathurst in the Australian 86 Championship. John Penny already booked his place as the Masters winner, but we're waiting to see who does come through as the top rookie. So there's plenty up for grabs here as we go back on board with Hugo Allen, who has put on a masterclass here in race one. He's picked up where he left off, and that was an excellent drive. Plenty of pressure, but look at the gap he's got on Ronan Murphy, who did put pressure on at the start of this one, but now he's trying to hold off Rowan Shepherd for the podium. And Shepherd will be happy because he's finished in front of Evans and will increase his lead. But it's a win for Hugo Allen, his second of the year. Second is Ronan Murphy, and another good result for the youngster. And Rowan Shepherd, more importantly, beats Simon Evans and takes another podium on his way to his second title. Congratulations all round, including for Michael Scott, former runner-up in the 86 Championship.
Our car was a lot better that time, so whatever we found in the rear, well, Richard found during the break, we obviously found that issue, so it was an absolute jet. So, yeah, it would have been awesome to get past Ronan, but yeah, he was playing pretty hard to get. So, yeah, good car for tomorrow. Awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Our car was awesome those sort of first few laps. You know, Hugo was obviously struggling quite badly. He was getting quite defensive, but hey, you know, his car came on real good halfway through the race, and we just didn't have the speed.
Yeah, our car really came alive towards the end on a warmed-up tyre. So, yeah, I'm stoked, and I'm just super happy to have the opportunity from the heart of racing and international motorsport. It's really cool.
The rookie battle at the moment is advantage Hugo Allen after taking pole in the race win yesterday, and Matt McCutcheon with not such a good day. It's all down to Hugo to wrap it up today.
Coming up, our master is packing his bags for Bathurst, and it's race 2 Sunday morning.
Welcome back to the 2022 Toyota 86 Championship. One driver has a smile on his face, winning the Masters Championship, John Penny.
Feels pretty good, actually. My ambition anyway was to race with the young guys, so to still be hanging out there, the old fella, and they give me plenty of shit about that, don't worry. It's sort of, yeah, it's great to be able to still do it, actually, and yeah, be competitive. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I don't come here just to hang in there and just do it. I want to be competitive. I love racing, and hey, they're a great bunch of kids, and you know, I still really enjoy it. But I'll take the Masters one for sure.
The Grid 4 Race 2 sees Christina Orr-West in the reverse top 10, starting pole with Brock Gilchrist alongside her. Then comes Marco Giltrap third and John Penny in fourth. Justin Allen starts fifth, and alongside him is Simon Evans. Work to do for Simon, but that's his forte. Then Dion Pitt seventh, Rowan Shepherd starts eighth, and he'll be behind Simon Evans. Row 5 sees Ronan Murphy ninth and Hugo Allen in 10th, having won race 1. Clay Osborne is 11th, Chelsea Herbert is 12th. Then comes Zach Stitchbury 13th and Todd Prujon in 14th. 15th on the grid is Matthew McCutcheon, and alongside him, fellow rookie Finn Osborne. Then comes Mark Mallard in 17th place, Rihanna O'Meara Hunt in 18th. Then it's Todd Foster, 19th, and Will Morton in 20th position. And finally, it's Sam Cottrell in 21st position for race 2. And away we go, and a good start from Brock Gilchrist, and likewise Justin Allen. Look at him go. Justin Allen up the inside has already made a couple of places. He's got John Penny in front of him in the 22. But that was a nice start from Justin Allen, and were it not for the disasters at Taupo, Allen would be in the hunt. Sadly, I think he's just going to have to settle for a top 3, but it's been a great season for Justin Allen. And look at this at the front, all West under massive pressure. Simon Evans is third. He is waiting for them to sort it out at the front, but he doesn't need to get embroiled in their battle. All West just holding on. Allen with a great start, and he's right up there with Rowan Shepherd. Down to the hairpin for the first time. And All West has finally won that battle, but back comes Gilchrist up the inside this time. Evans holding station in third position. He's got to be careful, and he's just getting out of the way, but he gets past All West. Gilchrist now leads. Simon Evans up to second place, and All West is being shuffled down the order as Penny goes through as well. Justin Allen trying to make a move on the outside. He does get past Christina All West. So plenty of action in these opening laps, and the racecraft now, after 5.5 rounds of racing, is absolutely superb. Everybody on their game. The only man who's not on his game is the number 1. He's feeling rather sick and dehydrated. He's got food poisoning from the night before, and so Rowan Shepherd basically hanging in there at the moment. If you've ever had food poisoning, you know how hard it is. You get dehydrated, you don't feel right, and Dion Pitt making his move now on Marco Giltrap at the inside of 2. And looks as though he's made it stick. Look at this, 2 by 2, side by side. Panel beating, panel bashing, 86 at its finest. And no quarter arse, none given. And these guys and girls are really going for it. This is great to see. I've been doing this 86 championship since it started, and I really do believe that this is probably one of the best fields we've had in terms of improving over the season, especially the rookies. They've really made a name for themselves, but it's tense, as you can see, from the pit lane as they watch on at the hairpin for their man, Rowan Shepherd, to try to take the title and be the first man ever to get back-to-back titles in this 86 championship. But the rookies are so good at the moment that they're creating more of the headlines than the more experienced drivers at the moment. Especially Hugo Allen with that brilliant win in race 1. Simon Evans, though, in the position he needs to be in, which is to stay ahead of Rowan Shepherd and get as many points as he can. There is Shepherd, just ahead of Penny. So Shepherd's actually made some points up now. He's got ahead of John Penny, the Masters champion. And on board now with Ronan Murphy as he looks to go up the inside of Todd Prujon at turn 2, and he has made it. Well, we won't know that until he crests this corner here. And they're still side by side. Prujon not giving in. That's good racing. Like I said, the racecraft is absolutely superb at this stage in the season. And Murphy still side by side with Todd Prujon. Hugo Allen just behind them. And they're just going to keep going. Here comes Dion Pitt on the inside of All West. Pitt has put on a great season too, improving in every race. But All West, the experienced Christina All West, has been racing for many years in New Zealand, but her first crack really at the 86ers. And she won't be happy with where she's going to finish. But it's been a good season of learning this 86 car, and likewise for Dion Pitt. Whoa, Pitt gets hung out to dry, and a little touch there. Robbins racing, but Pitt may have the advantage and get the slingshot past All West, but he'll need to make it stick and come over to the race line before this first corner, and All West isn't having any of it. She's under pressure, it is, but he can't quite do it. And as always at Hampton, if you keep on that inside line, that's exactly what can happen if you are on the outside. Dion Pitt has to give in, for now at least. Meanwhile, Giltrap just behind them in the 84. John Penny still in the hunt. So Dion Pitt will build again. Bit of damage to All West car. And up the inside here, that's nice. And Dion Pitt makes a nice move at turn 4 before the hairpin. Watching on in the ITM team as All West goes to battle. And they're still at it. Great racing. And All West gets the advantage again. Superb stuff. Meanwhile, at the front, Brock Gilchrist in the number 10 Corvette's car doing a great job of holding off the runner-up from last year, Simon Evans, who needs this win, remember. So Evans, as he said in his interview, is throwing the kitchen sink at it. He's had problems of straight line speed all weekend. Toyota have been looking at it, and while his mid-corner speed is absolutely fine, he just can't get that straight line speed. Talking of straight line speed, here comes Marco Giltrap making his move on Dion Pitt. And they cross the line again. All West, Dion Pitt, Marco Giltrap. Oh no, Pitt gets turned around. And there may have been some contact there because he suddenly just went out of control. He gathered it up well. Let's take another look at it from Clay Osborne's point of view. Yes, there was a touch, and Osborne also in a mess, but he caused it. And the stewards may look at it, but here's that battle now for third place. Justin Allen holding off Rowan Shepherd. Allen with a couple of wins under his belt this year. It's been a good season for Justin Allen, and it may have been a championship-winning one were it not for the problems he had at Taupo. And he'll just be wanting to see if he can get a good scalp. But Rowan Shepherd coming alongside now Allen, and in fact Shepherd will have the line into the next corner. There's really not a lot Allen could do here, and he does just what he should do, which is to try to get the drive out of this corner and get back on level terms coming into turn 4. But that was a nice move from Shepherd. So despite feeling under the weather, his racing isn't suffering at the moment. But he's still got another race to go later in the day. As we go back with Todd Foster. Haven't seen him too much, the 222. And as you can see, doesn't matter where you are in the field, there's plenty of battles going on. Oh, no! Foster gets hit from behind. Yep, and I think that roughly translates to not being very happy with the younger brethren of this field. But I can understand why Todd Foster is not happy about being taken out there. Let's have a look at what happened. And it was Dion Pitt. Well, you have to admit that was a bit of an overzealous lunge by the youngster. A mistake by him. I'm sure apologies will be made. But Todd Foster, either way, gets spun round and loses places. So Marco Giltrap still leading this battle. But there's battles all through the grid here. Zach Stitchbury, Don Prujon on board with Stitchbury as he attacks both Chelsea Herbert and Todd Prujon on the outside of one. You've got to be careful here. You need to slot back in, and that's exactly what he's doing. Doesn't want to get hung out to dry, and that was good line and good racing as he comes up on Chelsea Herbert and now comes up on Todd Prujon. Great racing from Stitchbury. I mentioned Dion Pitt and Hugo Allen. Well, Zach Stitchbury is the third I would mention as being very, very much the improved driver as the season has gone on. And that was just a good example by Stitchbury in the 72 of what he can do. But now he's side by side still with Todd Prujon, but he's going to make it stick, I think, before the hairpin. What a race this is turning out to be. Everybody on great form. As through goes Hugo Allen on All West, but they're still battling, those three, glued together. You could throw a blanket over them. Love race 2, always a lot of fun. John Penny on his way to Australia as the Masters champion, a chance to race in the Australian, very competitive. And this has been a cracking race. And out front, Brock Gilchrist, Carevet's car, also sponsored by ITM, and this has been a good run by the youngster. He's been under immense pressure for the whole race from Simon Evans, and if you can hold off a former world champion in his own right, the Evans dynasty continuing. Mitch Evans, of course, continuing to take on the world, and Simon Evans, brilliant here in New Zealand, but has also been on the world stage and is one of the most accomplished drivers in New Zealand. So Brock Gilchrist can count this among his best results. The Nexus-sponsored Carevet's car, and he just has a few more corners to go. Perfect conditions. Evans saying he couldn't just get the straight line speed he wanted, and he's not going to make any inroads now on Brock Gilchrist. And Gilchrist just needs to get through this last corner and up the hill, and there's nothing that Evans can do about it. Great result then for this young man in the number 10, Brock Gilchrist. We've seen so many Carevet's cars dominate over the years, and now Brock Gilchrist gets his chance. A win for Brock Gilchrist as he crosses the line. Evans is second, and that's important in terms of the run to the championship. Rowan Shepherd is third, which means we have a grand finale for the final race to decide the overall championship, and more drama because Brock Gilchrist, we've just found out from the stewards, has been given a penalty. So the results for race 2 see Simon Evans keeping his hopes alive with a win over Rowan Shepherd in second, Brock Gilchrist a handy third. Then it's Justin Allen in fourth, John Penny fifth, Hugo Allen in 6th place, Christina All-West with one of her best results in 7th, Marco Giltrap is 8th, Todd Prujon 9th, and then it's the rookie Finn Osborne in 10th position.
Yeah, it was difficult, all right. I've been really sick this morning, sort of squirting from both ends. So had some dodgy Chinese last night. I had a spew before the race, and yeah, it's been a rough morning. I didn't think I was actually going to be able to get out there. So to have a podium, it's pretty cool, but yeah, feel pretty knackered.
We're throwing the kitchen sink in it, to be honest, Bob. The guys are working incredibly hard. Toyota last night were working hard to try and find the issue. So going around the corners, we're very fast. It's just the other parts, just for some reason, we're just not. So, but hey, thanks to Toyota, they are trying to find a solution.
There was an immense amount of pressure throughout that whole race. Lap 2, I looked down, I'm like, oh, it's only lap 2. I've only got another 12 to go. But no, it was an awesome race, you know. Simon kept me on my heels the whole way through, and obviously I'm stoked to be able to win here at the last round.
Coming up, it's all to play for in the championship as we head for race 3 at Hampton Downs.
Welcome back. We're here for the final race of the season for the Toyota 86 Championship. Rowan Shepherd on the front row, close to wrapping up the championship. Let's see how it goes.
For the final race of the season, as it should be, Rowan Shepherd in first position and Simon Evans alongside him. Then comes Hugo Allen third and Justin Allen, and they are going to be trouble for the leaders. Fifth on the grid, Ronan Murphy and John Penny, the Masters champion. And then 7th is Marco Giltrap, and Christina Orr-West is 8th. Behind them, on row 5, it's Todd Prujon and Finn Osborne in 10th. Row 6 sees Zach Stitchbury in 11th place and Brock Gilchrist in 12th. Matthew McCutcheon is 13th and Clay Osborne 14th. 15th is Mark Mallard. Dion Pitt starts 16th. Work to do for Dion Pitt. And then it's Chelsea Herbert and Rihanna O'Meara Hunt 17th and 18th. Row 10, Will Morton, Todd Foster. And finally, on row 11, it's Sam Cottrell for the final race of the year. It's all on the line, the third and final race of Hampton Downs and the final race of the season. And once again, it's Evans versus Shepherd as it was last year. Away goes Simon Evans and gets the better start from Rowan Shepherd. He has to win this one. As we go on board with Todd Foster just behind Chelsea Herbert. Much harder to start from there. Oh, Foster gets turned around for the second time this weekend. He is going to be spitting. Don't know if there was contact this time. Last time it was Dion Pitt. We'll have a look. We go on board with Will Morton. And that might give us an indication as to what happens. Morton up the inside here. And as you can see, Foster on his outside going through. And they do touch, but no harm, no foul. Morton didn't do anything wrong. He was on his line, and Foster will look back at that and won't be as mad. Conditions are very tough out there. It's wetter on some parts of the track than it is in others. You can see it for yourself, the hairpin here. And that is going to mean that Simon Evans does not want to get embroiled in a battle. Shepherd, though, holding on to second place, more importantly, and talking of weather, he's under it. He's been under the weather throughout most of today and really feeling sick, but he's got to keep going. And all he needs to do, there's a 40-point gap between them, is finish in the top 9. That's all he needs to do if Evans wins this race. Sounds simple on paper, but his team will keep him informed as to where he is on track to make sure he stays in that top 9 if Evans is leading. And the reason why that might be the case is because the likes of this man, Hugo Allen, is on great form, and he will be pushing hard for a win himself here. And there are several others. Justin Allen, with the lights blazing on the 99 car, will also want to finish his season on a high. Everybody wants to go into the off-season with a good result as we go on board with the wipers on of the 99 of Justin Allen as he tries to make a move on Marco Giltrap. Giltrap, for now, though, holding him off. They come out of 4, almost side by side. Giltrap's got the better line. And Hugo Allen has the better line on Rowan Shepherd. So Shepherd down to 3rd now. Simon Evans' team will be letting him know that he needs to stay there and the championship is still alive for now. But the question is, how fast can Marco Giltrap and John Penny and Justin Allen get on level terms, and this man, Dion Pitt? Just fettling the throttle as he goes through the long last turn here at Hampton Downs, a crucial corner. And you can see he's got a bit of oversteer, and he just got on the power a little too early there. Don't think anybody else was involved, and Dion Pitt goes round. And, yep, bit of a shame. But another tense moment for this race. Meanwhile, Evans continues to lead, but now he's under pressure from Hugo Allen. The green flag waves, and we're away again after that caution. And it looks as though Rowan Shepherd's going to lose another place. He drops to 4th at the restart, but he's still got places in hand. He just needs to finish in the top 9 with Evans out front. Nail-biting stuff. Everybody wants to finish on a high. Evans doing everything he can to keep this championship alive. Marco Giltrap in 3rd position, now holding off Rowan Shepherd. Shepherd gets locked up for a moment. We go on board with Shepherd now. Got good drive out of turn 4, gets alongside Giltrap. Can he make it stick around the outside of the hairpin? Always a tough idea, but he's going for it. He just needs to hold his foot in and keep the power on, but no, that hasn't worked out. And as this final race continues, it's getting more and more intense, both on and off track. You can see it on the faces of the teams watching on. Stephen Giles desperately hanging on to his headphones, trying to give the best advice possible, but Shepherd is dropping down the pack. Meanwhile, Evans is under massive pressure, and now, as they battle, it's a 5-way battle at the front. Conditions aren't easy. Evans under pressure from this man. Allen goes to the outside. And Evans just trying to make sure he stays in the middle of the road and doesn't allow Allen to come through. That's good driving from both men as Evan holds the line, and Hugo Allen has to take to the dirt for a moment. They're side by side. This is a chance for Allen to take the lead. But into turn 2, Evans is holding him off. Giltrap now in the mix as well. What a race. Hugo Allen clearly has better pace at the moment, but Evans is using all his racecraft to defend, and again they're side by side through the right-hander. Evans looks as though he got better drive, but Allen slots back into 2nd place, and here comes Justin Allen on the outside again. Hugo Allen wheel to wheel with Simon Evans, just what we want for the final race. And this has been a championship to remember. Evans dominated the South Island at the beginning of the season, and then Rowan Shepherd just got into his stride. And as you've heard, Evans not having the setup he wants as we go back with Shepherd, who's battling with Justin Allen. Shepherd dropping down a place. He's lost now to Allen as well. But he's still going to be champion if he stays where he is. This is so tough for those watching on. Another lap completed. And Hugo Allen making another attempt around the outside. He tried it once. He's tried it twice, and it could well be the same result as Evans keeps his foot in. Down on power, he says, but he's doing everything to stay ahead of this young charger in the 23, the Driver Academy sponsored car. And again, Allen gets his nose ahead. Into the lead goes Justin Allen. Evans will try to come back up the inside. Can't quite do it. Oh, Allen goes wide, and through, back into the lead goes Simon Evans. Great stuff by the number 4. His dad will be watching on the sidelines, pulling his hair out, I'm sure. But back into the lead goes Simon Evans, and bit by bit, Rowan Shepherd is losing out. He's got to be careful now, Shepherd, because he's far enough back where he could lose and drop down to 10th place, and that would be critical. He's not there yet. It's certainly not a foregone conclusion, this 40-point gap with 75 up for grabs. But Evans needs to win this race. There you see it. He's down in 9th position, is Rowan Shepherd. And he's behind Justin Allen. This is nail-biting stuff. He just can't lose another place. Luckily for him, Ronan Murphy is in 10th. But it's intense at the moment, certainly for Simon Evans. He knows he's going to be tired after this one because Hugo Allen is not giving him a break at all. Meanwhile, Brock Gilchrist now coming into the fight. Brock Gilchrist denied a win last time out, and he's now battling with Justin Allen. Could this be an opportunity for Rowan Shepherd? Well, here are the drivers and cars ahead of him at the moment. Zach Stitchbury, all west, and then right at the back of that group is Rowan Shepherd in 9th position. You can see how intense this is getting. What a finale this is turning out to be. The conditions not helpful either. Some with the wipers still on. Remember, Shepherd struggling with dehydration and feeling just totally lost in terms of energy, but he's hanging on in there for the championship. Meanwhile, John Penny and All West coming together. Penny, the Masters champion. It's been a great season for John Penny. Definitely at home with this car for sure. And All West setting the fastest lap of the race, looking for her best finish of the year. This is the battle for 6th position. So All West finishing on a high as well. This is tantalizingly close. Up to 8th position goes Shepherd. He's safe for now. Evans still out front and still in the hunt. How is this going to pan out, we wonder? What a great way to finish a year. It's been superb on both islands. Great racing. All sorts of different weather and conditions. Rain, storms, sunshine. But each and every one of these drivers has improved, including Simon Evans and Rowan Shepherd. I think they've both driven better than they did last year. And the youngsters they've been up against have been really, really impressive. Like this man, Hugo Allen. He's not giving up, is he? Through turn 1, Evans right on the edge of his grip. Just holding on there. Evans now gets alongside, but he won't go around the outside there. Evans brakes as late as he dare. Meanwhile, Giltrap is in this hunt as well. The number 84 in 3rd position. Brock Gilchrist just behind, Justin Allen behind him. Gilchrist in 4th position. There he is in the Corvette's car trying to hold off Justin Allen in the 99. All West is 6th. More importantly, Rowan Shepherd is 7th. And if he stays there, he will be our new champion. Very, very tense indeed. Just behind him is Ronan Murphy in 10th position. And a good battle there too between the midfielders. Through goes All West. Shepherd holding on now. Likewise, the Action Motorsports people may not look as though they've got their fingers crossed, but they really have mentally. This is the end of the penultimate lap, just 1 to go, and Simon Evans has got a little bit of a gap as now they go on to the last lap. Has Hugo Allen run out of steam? Evans certainly hasn't. This has been a valiant performance. Not been easy at all for Simon Evans coming into this weekend. He was always going to be chasing it, and he's done everything he can to keep Rowan Shepherd and the championship battle alive. Giles looking down, looking at the timings and looking where Rowan Shepherd is on track. But right now, Shepherd will be champion. Evans will be the winner of the final race. What a way to finish this championship. There is your championship. Leader, the Speedworks car of number 1, and they can sense, yes, the smile starting to form on the faces as Rowan Shepherd is on that last lap coming into the hairpin for the last time. Just 1 more big corner to go for Rowan Shepherd. What a year it's been. Back to back. It's never been done in the history of the 86 championship. Simon Evans is going to come out of the last hairpin and hold off Hugo Allen in what has been a superb display of racecraft between both of them. Simon Evans then will take the checkered flag and the win. But unfortunately, he's going to come up 7 points short of the overall title. Evans wins. Second goes to Hugo Allen and Marco Giltrap, a solid 3rd place. But the championship is with Action Motorsports and Rowan Shepherd. Back-to-back titles. What a way to do it. He's going to be exhausted, but he'll recover, especially with that 2nd trophy on the mantelpiece. This has been an outstanding 86 championship, and all involved can be proud of their participation. Well done to Rowan Shepherd. He is our new champion, and a well-deserved one at that. It went all the way, just as it did last year, between the pair of them. And sadly for Simon Evans, he's come up runner-up. but he can be delighted. He's given it his all.
Yeah, it was a really difficult race. We've had a pretty average weekend so far, starting 7th on the grid for that race. But in the wet conditions, I was able to make up a few positions early on. So we managed to move our way forward to 3rd, which was a really good result.
Yeah, obviously he's a super experienced driver. It's going to be the hardest on the grid to pass, but his car turned on towards the end of the race, and I just didn't have anything left. So, and I needed to beat Marco by one more position to get him in the championship. So it's unfortunate. We could have been starting on the front row, but Brock got a penalty. But that's how it goes. So, Simon did a great job, and obviously Marco to come from 8th or 9th did really well. So.
You know, last year we probably actually didn't have the car speed to win, even though, you know, we nearly did win it. So this one's probably, you know, hurts a little bit more because I felt, you know, our car has been superb at every single round in terms of handling. Yeah, and we just, you know, had a few misfortunes, but, you know, that's motorsport. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. And, I look forward to getting back on the racetrack again soon.
And that's back-to-back championships for Rowan Shepherd, the first time ever in the history of the 86 Championship. Evans seconds, Marco Giltrap is 3rd, Hugo Allen picks up 4th place, just 2 points behind Giltrap. Then it's Allen, McCutcheon, Pitt, Penny, then Brock Gilchrist and Ronan Murphy rounding out the top 10.
Sunday's been a tough day for you. You have not been very well.
Nah, it's been a real hard day. Emotional one.
It must be an emotional moment for sure, but you've been driving through with a lot of sickness today, and you still drove a fantastic race. You were actually involved in a lot of racing out there, and you had to really work to get the points you did get.
Yeah, I thought I was going to lose it for a second, but got it.
And that's a wrap for the 2022 Toyota 86 Championship. Congratulations to Rowan Shepherd on taking the championship and Hugo Allen on taking the rookie honours. We'll see you for the 2023 Championship next year.
We'll be right back.